Okay, hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know I said that I was going to be doing an uploading schedule, but I didn't realize with my class schedule how rigorous my work would be, so I'm trying not really to edit much of this. I have other videos that I have filmed before school started, but there's a lot of editing to do with those, so I'm going to try not to do a lot of bloopers with this, I'm hoping. But if you cannot tell, my hair is red. It's a dark red, and I'm kind of going to go over just my red hair. I've had red hair before, and I'll talk about that a little bit. I had red hair, it must have been the summer before last, so it was 2 years ago. And basically around the same time I decided I wanted to dye my hair red. And I had dark brown hair, like I had this time, but I wanted like, not Rihanna red, but just a little bit below Rihanna red. And so the first dye kind of brought me to what I have right now, but a little bit more on the purple side because it was just like a bright red one, and I didn't do any bleach or anything like that. This doesn't have any bleach, but I'll be talking about bleach a little bit. So that happened, and I kind of gradually got to the red I wanted, but we went on a cruise, and everybody knows when you have lots of water and everything else, red goes by like really fast. And I was so nervous, like while we were swimming in the water, like, because red was just like, it just comes out of your hair, and like I could see it a little bit like in the water, like when I was swimming, and I was like, oh my god, it's a shark. Gonna see that and think it's blood, but didn't happen, so that's good, I guess. But I ended up, when we came home that spring, Texas, we had a really, really wet, like the last 2 years, like really wet spring. Like it will just rain. It's rained so much since I moved to Texas, and it never really rains in Texas. Like it rains in the winter, and then that's it. But, so in the spring, it started raining, and I was jam-packed with classes, so I really didn't even have the time to touch up my hair. And if I did, I was just exhausted and tired and had no money. So I basically was just like, okay, we're going to put some blonde in it. So I put some blonde streaks in it, and I'll put a picture of me here with kind of like strawberry swirl colored looking hair, like the 90s came back. It was acceptable, but now that I look back on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Then I dyed my hair brown sometime after the summer. It was definitely before school started. It has been brown for a little while. But every time I have my hair dark, I feel like anytime I walk by a mirror or I look at myself like in my phone or somebody wants to take a picture, I feel like my hair looks dirty. I don't know why. It just always feels that way. So I wanted to go back red because I did. And I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I used to dye my hair with. And then I'm going to film another video after this about what I do to upkeep my color. So one thing when you dye your hair, you're definitely going to want a old shirt. And mine is currently in the wash. Let me go see if I can go grab it. This is my shirt. It's just an old shirt. It's like one of the National Guard ones that you got like in their care packages or whatever if you took the test or whatever. And as you can see, it's got brown, it's got red, it's got black on it. Basically what I use every time I dye my hair or I touch up. So I put that on, and the next thing that I do is I put petroleum jelly all around my face, on my ears, on my neck, and on the back of my neck. You can use Vaseline also. This was just at the dollar store. But this one has shea butter in it, and Vaseline tends to break me out. So, and this one has shea butter, so it makes your skin kind of silky. But this just protects from the color getting onto your skin and staining your skin. So this is really helpful. And then next I have a bowl and a brush, you know, to mix it up in. You don't have to have a brush. You can just use like a washable cup or bowl. You can use that also. And this time around, I've never used this brand. Before, I would use the Argan Oil brand. And if I can find the one I used last time, because that was the one that I continuously used on my hair to achieve the color that I had 2 years ago, I'll put it in the description bar. But this time I used the L'Oreal Excellent High Color, and it was reds for dark hair only. And this one is in H9 Hot Red. So I used this one, and then they had it at Sally's. If you bought 2 of these, you got one of the developers for free. So I just got the 20 volume because I really wanted it to lift at least 2 or 3 colors because my hair was really dark. So I knew a 30 that just deposits the color. I kind of wanted it to lift it a little bit. So that's where the bleach comes in. Like, there's no way for you to go from a dark hair color to a kind of brighter hair color without some sort of bleach. So that's where that comes in. Like, but when I say I didn't use bleach, I mean I didn't bleach my whole head blonde and then put the red in. That's what I'm saying without bleach. So, and I should say, I am not a hairstylist. This is all just from personal experience and research and stuff like that, and just from doing it myself. But some Sally's, mine, they have this out on the aisle with all the hair colors. I know some of them keep them behind the desk or whatever where you go like purchase things, because this is split up. So I'll show you what it looks like in here. So you get one of these big ones, and this is just the permanent hair color cream, and they have it in cream or liquid. It is personal preference. I like cream better just because it's easier to work with than the liquid, and liquid gets everywhere. So it comes with that, and then it'll come with this little tiny one that's the red intensifier, and this is the actual color. So I think why some places keep them behind is because this is like the only thing you need like to touch up your hair with, which we'll talk about. So I don't know if people are stealing them out of them, because like as you can see, this is how I bought it. Like, there's no seal or anything on it, so I don't know. The lady at the salon was telling us like all about it. I was like, okay. She's like, so if you come in and it's not on the shelf, just ask one of us. And I was like, okay. Like, I would have anyways. So that's what comes with those, and I bought 2 of them just because the argan oil one says that it has 2 treatments in it to do your hair, and I ended up going through a whole one, so I was like, I should probably just grab 2 just in case, and plus that they were on sale. And then you got the developer, which I already had developer before, but it's whatever. You are going to need gloves, this stuff does stain. It does come off your hands if you use like a whitening toothpaste. If you use whitening toothpaste, it does come off your hands. You know, self-tanner hack also to get self-tanner off your hands. So basically what I do is I just mix it all up together. Do this in a ventilated room or have the door of the bathroom open. I put, because we have a white sink, so I'll either put like foil down around the sink where like I could possibly touch it, or I put newspaper or like the clear clingy stuff. I put that down just because sometimes I do like scoop it up and then like something falls off before. Both of these in there, and it has directions to how much cream developer you do. I don't really measure it. I just kind of eye it out and go with it. And then you just put it all through your hair. I start with my ends first because that's the one that has the most hair product on it and the most color. and work my way up. I really pay attention right here because this is usually the area that gets missed for some odd reason. Excuse me. It's the area that gets missed the most. And then I will do my roots. Because this is, my roots were kind of grown out, but it's the virgin hair. It has no hair dye on it at all. So it'll really pick up the color quick, and especially with the 20 volume, it'll pick up really quick. So that's what I did. I left it in for 35 minutes and went into the shower. Really did nothing special in the shower. I used cold water. So, because with hot water, because these molecules for red hair dye are just a tad bit bigger. If you watch anybody or research it, they're just bigger. They tend to bleed off a tad bit more. And you'll never, like with normal hair dye, like if I was dyeing my hair brown, you know, they say to wash out your hair till the drain runs clear. Well, it's never going to happen with red hair dye. I just do it till like it stops looking like a massacre's like falling out of my head. Because literally it'll look like you like cut your scalp open and you're just like bleeding your life force away down the drain. But so again, that's like another drawback to it, but at the same time I'm cool that it's alright. So I basically just kind of, I shampoo my scalp because I do, when I do dye my hair, I dye dirty hair, which I don't know if that's okay or not, but I tend to do it. People say it tends to stick more because you have natural oils in your hair, but I tend to do it because I don't want to like wash my hair in the morning and then dye my hair at night and then wash it again, because I do only wash my hair like every 1 to 2 to 3 days, just because I have a really sensitive scalp. It really doesn't like to be like scratched at and itched at a lot, so I noticed that with my hair. And I should probably tell you, my hair has been dyed a lot, but it's not damaged. I don't have any breakage. It's thick and it's straight. I got a little wave when it gets long, but that's about it. So yeah, you wash out the shampoo, and what I do, and what I do after I shampoo is I'll put my conditioner in and I'll focus it on my ends, because obviously, you know, doing the red hair is kind of drying to your hair because it is bigger particles, so sometimes it's really hard to get that soft feeling to it. So start from the end and work all the way up. I don't put it on my roots. I still keep it off my roots, so like I stop like right here. And then I'll put it up in a bun, and then I'll put just a clear shower cap on so that I can turn the water like back to warm water and, you know, wash my body, shave, do whatever. And then when I'm ready, so the whole time my hair has been soaking in just a regular conditioner, you know, it's not a deep conditioner. But I when I do my deep conditioner, I'll talk about it in my next video, how I do that. But I'll put the shower cap on, you know, like so, with my hair up, and then, you know, when I'm ready, I'll turn the hot water off and get it cold. I'm blessed that we have a shower head that comes off, so I can literally take it off, flip my hair over, and spray it all off so I don't have to get it on my body. And then, you know, I'll make sure, you know, all of the conditioner's out, and then I'll get out of the shower. People say don't towel dry your hair. I put my hair in a towel till I put my robe on, just because our bathroom doesn't have a vent system. So it's kind of like all like fogged up in there. So by the time I get to my bedroom, it's like 5 minutes of having the towel on. Then I take it off and just let my hair air dry naturally. I usually do not blow dry my hair. A lot of people say to blow dry your hair. I don't, because that's just more damage I'm putting onto my hair. So I usually just let it sit. One thing to think about is we have red pillowcases anyways. But if you dye your hair at night, don't go to bed with wet hair because it will transfer. That was one thing that I kind of didn't like because I was taking my CNA classes and it was raining one day and I had forgotten a jacket or something, and I like ran like from one building to another building on campus, and I had like red spots wherever my hair was laying on my head, or not on my head, on my shirt. So it was kind of funny. Everybody was making jokes that I had like red boob stains, but it's the price you pay to have red hair. But yeah, that's kind of the process that I go through when I go do either one, touch up my hair. I will videotape it. The only reason I didn't videotape this is because it happened at like 2 in the morning and our lights are not very good in this house, so, and it would have basically just been a lot of Patrick commentary stuff, which probably when I highlight my hair, because he does help me out a little bit, because to find the back, usually I go to my aunt, but it was 2 in the morning decision and I couldn't wait. So I love you, Mandy. I'm sorry. Next time you can do my hair. But yeah. So I want to thank you for watching my video on dyeing my hair red. And go ahead, you know, I have my email down below. Go ahead and email me if you're going to do this, because you really don't want to mess up your hair any. And I can answer any questions if you leave them down in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.